Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back out here to another video, and today we're finally doing our first episode here on the new farm in FS25, and today we have a very super busy day. We're gonna go ahead and start out this day by feeding the dog here, and so now that we got him fed, we are heading to an auction today, since currently we are running pretty low on equipment. Actually, we have none, and it's currently March, so it's pretty much springtime right now, so we have to get in the ground and start planting. But before we can do that, we have to have equipment at least. There's a local farmer down the road that went out of business that's auctioning off all of his equipment, so he's gonna sell it all, and we're gonna go and see if we can't scoop some stuff up. But anyway, we fed the dog this morning. We're gonna go ahead and fire up the International, and we're gonna go ahead and get on the road here. Well, before I head out this morning, I figured I need to go to the gas station and get some diesel, because this thing is getting pretty low, and since we're gonna be pulling some equipment home today, hopefully, we're gonna have to get some diesel fuel. But we're gonna go ahead and head out here. Oh, well, the dog's just gonna stand right in the way, but we're gonna head out here and we're gonna go get some diesel fuel, and we'll catch you when we get there. So about this auction today, there's quite a bit of stuff I'm interested in. They have a case 7150 that I really like, and that's a combine. Then there's two tractors there. There's an old white tractor, and there's also a, what's it called? There's also, I don't even know where this gas station is. But there's also an old John Deere. It's like a 3650, I believe it is. And nothing overly fancy, but it's pretty nice and it should do the job. It's a little bit of a smaller tractor, but it should do the job for us. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and fill this up with diesel fuel, and we also have to get some DEF. And we're gonna run into the gas station here. I'm gonna get breakfast, and we're gonna head over to this auction. It starts at 8:30. It's currently like 8 right now, so we have a little bit of a time, and hopefully there's not a whole lot of competition there, so we can get our stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with diesel, and I'm gonna go get myself some breakfast, and go ahead and catch you when we get there. Alrighty, well, we got that done, and we got the Duramax filled up with diesel fuel and DEF, so we are good to go now. Go ahead and hop up in here, and we're gonna go ahead and take this on down, and we're gonna go to the auction. But before I do that, I'm kind of wanting to check out this town. I have not been here for very long, so it looks like general store, like a flea market deal. That thing's pretty cool. And yeah, so looks like a pretty bustling town. But we're gonna go ahead and get this thing turned around, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swing up in here and back out, and we're gonna go ahead and head on to this auction, and hopefully we can scoop up a bit of a deal. Alrighty, well, we're just now pulling in here. We're not gonna pull in that entrance since the auction is not there, and I think it's this one. Yep, looks like it. But also, we own this field right here, so that is ours. We own that, and we don't own any of this stuff on this side. Like, we don't own those cows or anything like that, but looks like we actually have a pretty good selection of equipment. I'm gonna go ahead and park right here, and we're gonna go check out some stuff. Alrighty, well, looks like right off the bat we have that Case IH 7150 axle flow. Pretty good looking combine. I think this thing only has like 3,000 hours on it, which is not bad for its age. It's getting, I think, 10 years old now. Not bad if you ask me. This will be a good combine for us. And then over here we have an 8810 white with duals on the back, and I think this is around a 200 horse tractor, something like that. And it looks in pretty good shape. This one's a little higher hours. It's got 5,000 hours on it, which is still not bad considering its age. But over here we have a Demco 850. This is a 20-inch single auger, so this is a pretty beefy grain cart. I don't know that we'll buy it, but it's there in case we want to. It never hurts to have a grain cart for a little extra storage, and I think the 8810 white could perfectly pull that. But moving on over here, we got some tillage tools. We have, looks like a John Deere 980 field cultivator. This thing looks in pretty good shape, especially for its age. The local farmer here took really good care of his equipment, so this could be a good purchase for us. And then over here we have a Great Plains, let's see the number on it, solid stand 1500. This is a really good, they made a bunch of these, so parts are really available for them. And this one actually looks not very old. This one's probably the newest purchase on the farm. Doesn't look bad. I think it could be used. Looks like tires are a little dry rotted, but we can get around that. So this thing's must have set for a little bit. Other than that, it's not bad. Moving on back here, we have a Horsch Maestro 9.75 RX. A little bit of a corn planter here. I couldn't find a different one, and this one's pretty much a white planter. It's just not bad. This is pretty well going to be our corn planter, so don't really have to worry about that. We may plant soybeans with it. I'm not sure yet, but I think this would also be a good purchase, especially if we do this, which this one does not have the fertilizer on, but we just may have to spread solid fertilizer on later. That is also a pretty good looking purchase. I think we could get that for a good deal. Moving on, next we have a Kubota RTV XG850 Sidekick. This thing's pretty sweet. I've never had one of these before, but that'd be kind of handy to go check crops and not have to pack that behemoth over there around. This thing looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't think it's very old, and looks pretty good. I think it's got, let's see, 4,000 miles on it, so I mean it's got a few miles on her, but it's not bad. Next up, we have a Hardy sprayer. It's a pretty basic sprayer. I don't know how many foot booms it has on it. We didn't want like some self-propelled one because that's currently not in our budget. And there's this here for us. And then, let's see. Here was this John Deere I was talking about earlier. It is a John Deere 3650. Looks like it's already ahead to set up for front loader. And looks like it's got fairly good tires on it. It's got weight bracket to where we could put weights on it if you wanted to. Got Michelin tires on it. Got 3-point PTO hitch. So this would be pretty good for us. It's a smaller tractor. I think it's like 120 horse. So, I mean, it'd do the job for us. And then moving on, we have a Garangoff North Star 1230. This is a folding corn head. It's a 12 row, which is a little big for our liking, but it will do perfectly fine. And it would be a good addition to the farm. And yeah, and then moving on over here, our last object, or no, it's not. We still got that over there. But we have a Case IH 3050 Terraflex. It's a 28-foot head, which it'll fit this 7150 just fine. And I think they're also packaging in this with the combine, so works out pretty well for us. And last but not least, we have his pride and joy over here, which is his International Transtar, this has been restored, so it's a really beautiful semi. Looks really good, and it's recently repainted, has all of its fluids changed really often, so it is a really good purchase if we get this one. I know this one will go for quite a bit, but it would be worth it. Last off, we have a Load King trailer, which this is not bad. This is not a bad trailer. It's all right. It should get the job done. It looks like the tires are getting kind of rough on it, but other than that, it does not look overly bad. So I think we can do this. And yeah, well, the auction's supposed to start here in a minute. And we're gonna go ahead and bid on some stuff, and I'll catch you when we get done. Oh man, I spent way too much money. We already got it all. We actually got everything besides that sprayer and the UTV. We have everything now, so that is really good for us. And we have a lot of equipment shuffling to do now, but we also now own everything in this lot. And he even gave me a little bit of a deal on this International Transtar, because he knew I'd take care of it. Really beautiful semi. We have a lot to do, and it's planting season. And I also have another field that I have that's the last guy I bought it from had it planted in spinach, but we're not gonna do that. So we have a busy day ahead of us. So we're gonna go ahead and take this 8810 white, hook it up to the 980 field cultivator, and we're gonna go work some ground today. And I don't know that we'll get to planting today. We may. And I think I'm also going to use this, and we're going to plant wheat over there on that field. Or we may plant canola. Not sure yet. But anyway, we're going to fire up our new purchase here, and let's go ahead and see how she sounds. Really good cab in here. All right, let's go ahead and crank her up. Cranks up instantly. That's sweet. Well, I'm going to let this thing warm up for a little bit, and we're going to hook onto this 980 field cultivator, and we're going to go see what we can tear up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and see if we can't back this thing up here. It's on. Alrighty, well, we got that hooked on. Go ahead and get my flashers on. We're going to go ahead and pull out of here and go see what we can tear up. I'm just going to leave the International there for now. It should be alright there. I shouldn't have to worry about anybody taking it, especially since we bought everything besides 2 things. And they already took it out of... Ooh. They already took it out of my account, so we're good. And I'm glad I did not just total my brand new tractor. I would have not been very happy. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and catch you when we get to our field. Alrighty, well, we're just now pulling on in here to this field. And let's go ahead and turn off our blinkers. And let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead. Which hydraulic remote does which? Well, yeah, it is. Alrighty, well, we're going to go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and move this. Alrighty, well, there's not much difference that you can tell there, but we're going to go ahead and see what we can do for end rows. And I'm kind of curious to test out this auto steer. I may have to try it out and see how I get along, but I think I'm going to do 1 end row pass around here, and then we're gonna turn on our auto steer. See how that's gonna work, because if that works, that would be great. I don't remember what year this tractor is, and he said he never used it, so we may have a little bit of an issue with getting it to work, especially since the globe on top is a little dated. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and put you guys on a time lapse, and we're gonna go ahead and get some acres knocked out. Well, we got that one done now, so that is that field done, and we are finally done cultivating for the day. And now let's see if I can't get right over here, but we're going to go pick up some seed, which we need to get seed because we have to fill the drill, and we also have to fill the planter, which I already know that's not going to be cheap. So yeah, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna walk back over to the auction place and that farm, and I'm gonna get the international, and we're gonna go buy some seed. So I'll catch you here in a little bit. Oh man, I need to quit eating them Twinkies, man. I don't know why that was so bad, but got the truck now. We're gonna have to come back and get all that stuff later, but we gotta go get seed now. So I think we're gonna go with Pioneer for most of our stuff here, because we have to buy corn, soybeans, and wheat, which that's about all that we're gonna get. I may buy 2 years worth, I'm not sure yet, but all I know is we can fit it on the back of this truck. And yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll catch you when we get to the dealer. Alrighty, well, we're just now pulling on in here, and but I'm gonna run in and talk to him real quick, and we'll catch you when we get the seed back. Alrighty, well, we got some seed bought. Pretty pricey, but he's also letting us use this thing, which I never ran one of these before, but we're gonna try it, and we're gonna get these 3 pallets of seed loaded, and we'll catch you when we get done. Alrighty, well, we got that done. That's another job done for the day. Let's go ahead and get these things strapped down. Alrighty, well, that's good to go now, so we're gonna go ahead and fire up Build International, and we're gonna head back to the farm. We'll catch you in a minute. Alrighty, well, we're back at the farm now, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this back over to the auction place, and I'm gonna go bring the we're also going to get that drill over there, and we're going to go ahead and start planting some wheat on that field, which that would be good. And if we go and get that wheat planted, so we're gonna go ahead and go do that now, and we'll catch you when we get there. Alrighty, well, we're here now, and I also had a little bit of a change of plans. We are actually going to be planting some oats. So we're gonna go ahead and get this. We're gonna go ahead and go get the other tractor, and we're gonna bring it back over here, and we're gonna get that drill filled up. Alrighty, well, we got our tractor hooked up to the drill here. And we're going to go ahead and go get this thing filled with some seed. And we may go ahead and get started planting. I don't know yet. Alrighty, well, let's go ahead and back this thing up here. Alrighty, well, I'm going to go ahead and get out here. And I'm going to chuck some bags on in here to the drill. And we're going to go ahead and do that. And I'll catch you here in a little bit. Alrighty, well, we got this thing full of oats now. And yeah, so there's that done. And let's see, let's go ahead and shut off this tractor for a minute. Alrighty, well, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And it was getting kind of long. And we'll go ahead and continue next videos. And we'll go ahead and catch you in the next video.